Hello. Hey. It's been a minute. So I'm not going to sit here and give a boring laundry list of excuses as to why I haven't been posting lately, but in a nutshell, I've just been really busy, honestly. Yeah, girl, filed for an LLC at the beginning of this year, started up a new business. During the pandemic, I was just getting all my ducks in a row, working on my website, working on setting everything up, and I'm still like on the finishing stages of setting everything up. So really looking forward to getting that off the ground. So Vegas has now basically reopened. We are in phase 2 of reopening, and that included the casinos on the strip. So we're basically open under, some restrictions and guidelines. Before we start talking about how Vegas has basically canceled the pandemic, I will say that I think we did a really great job when we were asked to, when it was like an all hands on deck thing where everyone had to stay home and social distance. We definitely flattened the curve pretty quickly. Our healthcare systems didn't get overrun. As y'all probably know or have heard, Las Vegas was actually one of the hardest hit economies. We have the highest rate of unemployment. So that whole thing where I talked about how Vegas is great for jobs and there's lots of job opportunities out there, unemployment was and is really crazy around here. The unemployment system basically crashed and burned because there has just been record highs of people filing for unemployment. We took and are taking a devastating hit. What phase 2 of Las Vegas reopening looks like right now is that restaurants are able to do dine-in at this point, but only at 50% capacity. I haven't seen it for myself because I haven't really dined out, except for Korean barbecue. That was my first and only little dine-out experience. I couldn't help myself.
Last year? Yes. Oh, shit. It is middle of 2020 now. How about you, Max? Actually, same. I think last year. Rachel, how about you? I'm busy. When was the last time you had KBBQ? 2 days ago. Always have your designated cookers, grillers. If you don't get steamed egg when you go to Korean barbecue, you need to reevaluate.
Gyms opened up in phase 2 as well. I think there's social distancing guidelines for that. Salons, massage parlors, barbershops are able to operate again. Sadly, I've heard a lot of businesses had to close down due to everything. If you end up coming to Vegas, whether you are here to visit or if you're moving here, I really implore you to do as much as you can for the local businesses, the small businesses around here. There's a lot of record low hotel rates for some of the big hotels on the strip. The city center is the bougiest part of the strip, and you'll probably never see rates like that again. So yeah. Oh, so another big thing is that the strip, basically most of the hotels, I believe the hotels got rid of parking fees, which was bullshit to begin with. That never made any sense as to why there were ever parking fees. I just dropped a really easy $100 over at Santa's Wrap. It's this furniture / home decor store where they get a lot of stuff from Anthropologie and Nordstrom and all these different big retail furniture shops, and they get their extra inventory and then they sell everything at 50% off the lowest ticketed price. So woo, man, do I have a good time in there. I got some new artwork and hello, leftover sign. I kind of regret not getting video of the inside of the store because it just looks like organized chaos. It's just a bunch of clutter that you sift through. Everything's one of a kind. I love doing that kind of shopping where you kind of have to rummage through things. The interesting thing about Santa's Wrap is that they're open 16 days out of the month because they're only open 3 times a week, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So they're closed most of the week. That's why I say I try to make a point to go on the weekends when I can. Alright, so here's some of the stuff that I got from Santa's Wrap. And I've been wanting just a big wall art, so I do have plans for this wall starting now. Bakery. This is like a famous bakery that's been featured on the Food Network. I've actually never been. I usually get bundt cakes for people's birthdays, but Nothing Bundt Cakes closed. And this is in the same plaza, so I've heard good things. Today is the last day that the comet oh God, I always mess up this name in my head. In my head, I want to say Newsy, but I think it's Neowise. That comet that's only coming around every 6,000 years. It's the closest to Earth tonight. It was last night and tonight, and I totally thought that we'd be able to see it from my apartment that's facing where it should be, but couldn't. So read a little bit more into it and found that it was just too bright even in Henderson to be able to see it. So driving out to Seven Magic Mountains, which is that $1 million pile of rocks, colorful rocks that you see in the desert on the way to California. But yeah, that's a little bit further out from the city. It's closer to, I believe, Jean, Nevada, whatever a Jean, Nevada is. But yeah, I'm gonna try my hand for the first time at astrophotography. I'm not a photographer at all, but I did learn like photography basics when I went on my last work trip over to Hawaii. Got some people over there that kind of taught me the ropes. And then I watched a couple of YouTube videos today on how to do astrophotography, so hopefully things will turn out decent. I don't know, we'll see.